हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। आज हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं 10th हिस्ट्री चैप्टर 4 द एज ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस। इन क्वेश्चंस में आपको 1 मार्कर, 2 मार्कर और 3 मार्कर से क्वेश्चंस मिल जाएंगे जो कि काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विदाउट एनी डिले। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज व्हाट वर गिल्ड्स। आंसर टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 is these were associations of producers that trained craft people, maintaining control over production, regulated competition, prices, and restricted the entry of new people within the trade. Rulers granted different guilds the monopoly right to produce and trade in specific products. Question number 2 is why was it difficult for the new European merchants to set up business in towns in the 17th and 18th centuries? Answer to question number 2 is this was because urban crafts and trade guilds were very powerful in the town. Question number 3 is what was spinning jenny? Answer to question number 3 is it was a machine devised by James Hargreaves to speed up the spinning process. The machine could set in motion a number of spindles and spin several threads at the same time. Question number 4 says who were gomashtas? Answer to question number 4 is they were the paid servants of the East India Company who used to supervise weavers, collect supplies, and examine the quality of cloth. Question number 5 is why there were clashes between weavers and gomashtas? Answer to question number 5 is the new gomashtas were outsiders with no long-term social link with the village. So they acted arrogantly, marched into villages with the police and punished weavers for delay in supply. So there were reports of clashes between weavers and gomashtas. Question number 6 is name any 4 major centers of cotton textile of India during the colonial period. Answer to question number 6 is first is Bombay, 1854. Second is Kanpur, 1860. Third is Ahmedabad, 1861. Fourth is Madras, 1874. Question number 7 is under the colonial era, the Indian merchants were discriminated and space within which Indian merchants could function became increasingly limited. Justify. Answer to question number 7 is they were barred from trading with Europe in manufactured goods and had to export mostly raw materials and food grains, raw cotton, opium, wheat and indigo required by the Britishers. They were also gradually edged out of the shipping business. Question 8 is during the First World War years, industrial production in India boomed. Give reasons. Answer to question number 8 is point number 1 is Manchester imports from India declined as British mills were busy with war production. Point number 2 is Indian industries were also called upon to supply war needs, jute bags, cloth for the army uniform, tents and leather boots. Third is even after the war, Manchester failed to recapture its old position. Question number 9 is what was the title of the picture on the cover page of music book published by E.T. Pauli, a popular music publisher? Answer to question number 9 is the title was Dawn of the Century. Question number 10 is state one advantage of a mill or factory. Answer to question number 10 is this allowed a more careful supervision over the production processes as all processes were brought together under one roof and management. Question number 11 is according to historians, who was a typical worker in the mid-19th century? Answer to question number 11 is historians have come to increasingly recognize that the typical worker in the mid-19th century was not a machine operator, but the traditional craftsperson and laborer. Question number 12 is, what factors were responsible for getting jobs for the workers? Answer to question number 12 is, the possibilities of getting a job depended on existing networks of friendship and kin relations or social connections. Question number 13 says, what was the idea behind the use of figures of important persons like emperors and nawabs? Answer to question number 13 is, the idea is, if you respect the royal figure, then respect this product. When the product was being used by kings or produced under royal command, its quality could not be questioned. Question number 14 is, what was the importance of Indian gods and goddesses on labels of various products? Answer to question number 14 is, the association with gods gave divine approval to the goods products being sold. Question number 15 is, what led to expansion in handloom craft production between 1900 and 1940? Answer to question number 15 is, handicraft producers adopted a new technology which helped in improving the production without excessively pushing up the costs. By the second decade of the 20th century, most of the weavers started using looms with a fly shuttle. This increased productivity per worker, speeded up production, and reduced the labor demand. There were several other small innovations that helped weavers to improve their productivity and compete with the mill sector. Question number 16 is, why the port of Surat declined by the end of 18th century? Answer to question number 16 is, the port of Surat declined by the end of the 18th century on account of the growing power of European companies in trade with India. They secured many concessions from local courts as well as the monopoly rights to trade. This led to a decline of the old ports of Surat and Hooghly, from where local merchants had operated. Exports slowed down and local banks here went bankrupt. Question number 17 is, the East India Company appointed Gumashtas to supervise weavers in India. Why? Answer to question number 17 is, the company tried to eliminate the existing traders and brokers connected with the cloth trade and establish more direct control over the weavers. It appointed a paid servant called Gumashta to supervise weavers, collect supplies, and examine the quality of the cloth. Question number 18 is, what type of restrictions were imposed on the Indian merchants in the 19th century? Mention any two. Answer to question number 18 is, the first point is, they were barred from trading with Europe in manufactured goods. Second is, they had to export raw material and food grains required by the Britishers. Question number 19 is, from where did the workers come to work in factories? Answer to question number 19 is, in most industrial regions, workers came from the districts around. For example, the mills of Kanpur got most of their textile workers from the villages within that district of Kanpur. Question number 20 is, what did Henry Petolo, a company official, say about Indian textile? Answer to question number 20 is, Henry Petolo, a company official, said that the demand for Indian textile could never reduce, since no other nation produced goods of same quality. Thanks for watching. I hope this will be very useful for you. So if you have liked this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks a lot.